The wind off the Wisconsin pines had a chill that morning in April of 1961. The kind of chill that made the metal roofs creak and the chickens huddle close. Old Joe Simonton, 60 years young and half retired from the world, was sitting at his kitchen table with his coffee steaming, a radio playing Hank Williams Low, and he heard it.
A metallic screech of sorts.
Joe knew that sound. He'd lived through the Depression, seen trains roll by with iron screeching and dust rising, but this wasn't any train. This was right above him. He stepped outside, wiping his hands on his flannel, and froze. There, in his yard, right by the chicken coop, was a gleaming silver disc, no bigger than a small barn, hovering a foot off the ground. It shimmered like polished chrome in the cold sun. And then a hatch opened. Out stepped 3 figures. Not monsters, not green things with antennas. No, these looked human enough. Short, olive-skinned, clean-shaven, wearing tight black suits that clung to them like oil. They didn't speak, not a word. They just watched Joe with a calm that made the back of his neck tighten. One of them raised a metal jug and gestured. Water. Joe nodded, trying to steady his breathing. "Sure," he said. "I can help you." He fetched water from the well, feeling the weight of 100 questions he couldn't ask. When he returned, the beings had something set up inside their ship, a griddle. And as he handed over the jug, the smell hit him. Cooking. Sweet. Floury. Familiar. They were making pancakes.
Joe stood there in disbelief. One of them, perhaps their leader, turned, handed him 3 small silver dollar-sized pancakes, still warm, still steaming, and then, as silently as they came, they climbed aboard and rose into the sky, gone in a blink. Joe stared at the pancakes. He didn't know whether to laugh or pray. He took a bite of one and grimaced. Cardboard! Dry! No salt!
He didn't tell anyone for days, but when he finally did, the world came knocking. Police, Air Force, Project Blue Book. Scientists examined the pancakes and declared them ordinary, but the townsfolk said otherwise. Some said Joe was touched by angels. Others said he was tricked by the devil himself. A few whispered that he'd been marked, chosen for a reason no one could name. Joe went on feeding his chickens, the years passing, quiet as quiet can be. But on windy nights, he can swear he can hear a metallic screech through the trees. He'd look up from his porch, a coffee cup in hand, and state he could smell those alien pancakes again.
"If those little fellers ever came back, I wouldn't tell a soul."